This week, we return to director Alfred Hitchcock for his 1954 film, Rear Window. The film stars James Stewart and Grace Kelly. Now, whereas North by Northwest displayed Hitchcock's considerable storytelling skills across a sprawling and restless series of settings, as the characters move from New York to Chicago and onto the Mount Rushmore Monument in South Dakota, Rear Window tells a story that is just as gripping, exciting, and suspenseful as North by Northwest, even though the film is restricted to a single set, the apartment of the main character, L.B. Jeffries. Jeffries is a globe-trotting photojournalist with a taste for adventure. As the film begins, we learn that he's broken his leg during one of his assignments and has been confined to a wheelchair in his apartment for several months. The rear window of his apartment looks out into the courtyard that he shares with his neighbors. It's summer, and the temperature rises, and serious boredom sets in. Jeffries begins amusing himself by watching the comings and goings outside, and even uses his telephoto lens to see through the open windows of his neighbors' apartments. The theme of voyeurism, therefore, is central to the film. As Jeffries watches his neighbors, often through the lens of a camera, the connection Hitchcock is making between Jeffries and film spectators is unmistakable. But Jeffries is more than a viewer. He's also something of a storyteller, giving his neighbors nicknames and piecing together stories about them based on what he's seen. Point of view editing is central to the film's stylistic approach. Hitchcock places the viewer in Jeffries' shoes through his camera work. All of the action in the film takes place in his apartment or is viewed through his point of view in the wheelchair as he looks out the window. Whatever Jeffries sees through the lens, the audience also sees, breaking the need for dialogue to tell the story. Instead, the film unfolds visually. Like all good classically structured narratives, the film also provides a romantic subplot, which deals with Jeffries' relationship with Lisa, played with sensual elegance by Grace Kelly. Lisa, a wealthy socialite, is very interested in Jeffries, but he's playing hard to get because he fears that her glamorous lifestyle would not mesh well at all with his need for travel and adventure. In many ways, Jeffries is impotent. Confined to a wheelchair, he derives pleasure from watching others, and he is unwilling to commit to a romantic relationship with Lisa, and he's unable to help her when she is placed in danger. So part of the resolution of the romantic subplot will be to restore Jeffries' manhood, much as was the case in North by Northwest. Rear Window, released in 1954, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Enjoy the film.